When I was a kid, I loved playing classic point-and-click adventure games. Stuff like King's Quest or The Secret of Monkey Island, but there was one series in particular that I especially loved because they combined that classic adventure game formula with RPG mechanics, and that was the Quest for Glory series from Sierra. So when I saw Quest for Infamy recently announced for consoles, it immediately made me think of the Quest for Glory series. Right away, I could tell they were taking inspiration from those older games, and I knew I had to buy it. So today, we're gonna go over this game. I'm gonna talk about what I like about it, what I don't like about, and we're gonna do some digging to find out how it came to be. When I started up Quest for Infamy, I was blown away with a gust of nostalgia. It plays just like a classic point-and-click adventure game, where you'll be interacting with people or objects using a cursor. But just like the Quest for Glory series, we have RPG elements added into the mix. Open our character stats screen and you'll see things like health, attack, blocking, stealth, and mystical powers, just to name a few. As you perform actions in the game, your skills will go up based on the actions you are performing. For example, attack lots of random enemy encounters and your fighting skills will go up. Scale walls or climb trees to bring your climbing skill up. Sneak around town or just about anywhere to increase your stealth skill. Not only that, but the backgrounds and character art have that authentic classic adventure game look to them with low resolutions and large color palettes. And I absolutely love the large painted portraits in this game.
In the time of the great darkness.
Also, it's worth mentioning the game is fully voiced. Most surprising of all is that even the narration is voiced. The descriptions of every object, person, or location, the dialogue, everything.
What the hell would you want a bird's nest for? To wear as a hat?
You can really tell this game has been created by fans of this genre. A genre that has been mostly lost with time.
Excuse me, Mr. Rowan.
I'm flattered, but I don't remember ever giving you my name. So I suppose it is possible that we've slept together.
I'm actually here under the mayor's orders. He'd like to have tea with you before you leave the city.
Well, that sounds lovely. What a nice man. Let's go then, eh?
In Quest for Infamy, you'll be playing the part of the charming villain, Rowan. After escaping the clutches of Baron Brandelvrot in a straw-filled cart, you find yourself stuck in the town of Volksville due to a bridge collapse. While there, you are unintentionally drawn into this secretly nefarious goings-on in the valley.
Take his head, tar it, and put it on a pike outside town to warn others of our justice.
I absolutely love the direction that gaming is going today. With so many indie releases, there was a time when I thought we'd never see another point-and-click adventure game, but they are slowly trickling out. Guard Duty was another recent one that we had. So while this is a type of game that I really like, I do have to point out to those that are unfamiliar with the genre that it does have somewhat slow pacing. When you're not talking to other characters, you might be exploring the land, trying to find out what you need to do next. Or you might even know what you need to do, but not know where you need to go. For example, to become a brigand, I had to slay a specific beast. I didn't know where this beast was, I only knew it was outside of town. So I wandered and wandered. As I tried to find this beast, I discovered new areas and collected unrelated items in my inventory. It felt like I circled the town about 3 times before I finally stumbled on the beast. But I love that feeling of discovery and exploration, where every area you walk is a hand-painted scene, handcrafted. You can literally look or interact with anything, and the narrator is there to tell you something about it.
Nothing.
That bastard had nothing. After you took all that effort to kill him. Pathetic.
Also, there are a couple of things you can do to make the game a bit easier. In the options, you'll find combat difficulty, where you can choose either easy or normal. Also, there is an option for showing hotspots. This can help you figure out what to click on. When active, there will be a prompt on the screen letting you know if your cursor is hovering over something that you can interact with. Now, I could tell this feature wasn't really intended to be used outside of a debugging environment based on some of the names of the hotspots. Sure, we have mostly normal stuff like forest and old tree, but new character instead of horse? Random enemy? Hotspot 1, Hotspot 8, Hotspot 9? So I mentioned that I became a brigand. Well, in the beginning of the game, depending on who you interact with and who you decide to help, you may also play as a rogue or a sorcerer. Some of the quests you do in the game will depend on which character class you've chosen. Now, while you're playing, you'll probably run into quite a bit of funny dialogue. As with most adventure games like this, there is a bit of humor. Although I did notice some of the volume levels on the voice recordings can be a bit off, but for the most part and for what it is, it's pretty decent.
Great. Sounds like I'm doing bitch work.
Now, the console ports are published by Rodalaika Games, which are usually known for short games with easy achievement trophies, but this is not one of those. The achievement trophies will probably take some time in this game, although if you're following a walkthrough, you shouldn't run into any issues. Now, if you're like me, you might have been wondering, how did this game even come about? It's obviously a passion project of some sort. Well, it was actually kickstarted for PC approximately 10 years ago, and it's just now been ported to Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. Here we can see everyone on the team. The artist, programmer, musician, everyone grew up playing classic adventure games. So some of the Kickstarter reward tiers included having your portrait painted and used as a character in the game, which is pretty cool. So many games these days get kickstarted, and a lot of times I'm not even aware of it until I find like a secret backer room in the game or a list of backers in the credits. Originally, the team was asking for $25,000 on Kickstarter, and they raised just over $63,000. Anyway, if you like point-and-click adventure games or think you might be interested, as I said, the game is available now on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. MSRP is only $10 US. But if you are early enough, there is a launch discount on that price. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you later.